Yes, we are live. Greetings, wonderful people, dear IIUans present today in our talk show, Spin Your Life with IIU. I am Ermina Raescu, president of IIU Women Entrepreneurs Council. This talk show is for and about you, beautiful and unique woman. I am a woman. I have qualities. I have flaws. I'm like you, woman from all over the world. I believe that a strong woman is the essence of a beautiful vulnerability, is a gift to the whole world. First of all, I would like to tell you a few things about the IIU family. First of all, IIU means a wonderful team. Beautiful people with a common purpose that of bringing education into everyone's home, always find something new and innovative to surprise you. Hats off for you, for your great work, dear team IIU. IIU Women Entrepreneurs Council is initiated by Mr. Piyush Pandit, the founder of International Leadership University. Mr. Piyush Pandit strongly believes that every woman has a constitutional right to quality health care facilities, economic security, access and right to education, and political power. The economic and social growth of the world depends on the active participation of women as they constitute half of the world population. International Leadership University is giving an opportunity to every woman on this globe to witness the uncultivated talents within her to be the successful woman entrepreneur by joining IIU Women Entrepreneurs Council. Let's talk about the true beauty. True beauty is by its nature fragile and unique, like a fresco painting, in the imperfection of which the painter's soul tried to freeze the passage of miracle through this world. In addition to the fact that it's a personal problem, it's also become a social problem, I think, that more and more women feel uncomfortable. They feel uncomfortable going out without makeup in public, and naturalness does become an act of courage. I encourage you, have this big option, be natural, be yourself. The art of being a woman has been forgotten. Femininity is confused with the provocative photos in magazines and has come to be considered just a mere appearance, when in fact it's about pure essence, vibration, magnetism. Femininity presupposes behind the obligatory, mandatory clothing raffinement a certain way of speaking, of listening, of moving, of touching the ground when walking. It is an inner, mysterious, undeclarated beauty. The beauty of simplicity consists in the naturalness of smile. Smile. Try always to smile. The beauty of a sincere heart, of a polished, processed, moderated character, of a serene and gentle face, of an open and clean soul. It is the beauty that transfers from the inside to the outside. This is the real beauty. Do you have the courage to expose your natural beauty? Do not hide your face under makeup. Defects are ours. Just be yourself. You are beautiful. True beauty comes from sublime and simplicity. A strong woman radiates confidence. They are always ready to offer helping hand to everyone who needs it. A strong woman will accompany you through fire and water. She will always be there. And now I have the pleasure to invite a great friend and a great member of IIU and of e-Village, Virginia Rivera from Puerto Rico, USA, is a certified business mentor, coach, and consultant in the United States, South America, and Europe. She has been for more than 20 years a corporate and business leader. She has pioneered an organization that promotes local economic development. She is the president of international NGO, Mujer Emprende Latina. She is the national chair for G100 Global Networking and is president the board of directors of Latin Financial, a fintech company that is innovating the way that women and business borrow and repay the money they earn. And Virginia, I know she sings extraordinary. Maybe today she will sing a little piece from a song. Yes. You are welcome, my dear. You can salute the people.
Thank you so much, Ermina. I don't know who started the rumor that I sing, but I do not sing, but thank you.
You know me.
I am so happy to be here and truly namaste to all of you. I am thrilled to have the opportunity to share this virtual space with my sister in India, my Romanian sister, Ermina Raescu. So I am thrilled to be here with all of you. The truth is that IIU opens doors to a world that we may not know. Being in 195 countries allows us to really expand our vision of where we want to go. And today we are all global citizens. Thanks to Mr. Piyush Pandit, we have been able to really get to know each other. And I have to say that I was able to go to India and meet Ermina in person and the beautiful people of eVillage, also New Delhi office. And I am thrilled to announce that I am part of the Piyush group and also of all the social initiatives that come from that group. So if I had not said yes to an invitation in April, maybe this program would not be happening. Thank you.
You miss us. You miss us a lot, and you miss me. You know this. And I wait you to come again.
I will be there soon.
Every single person is falling in love by Virginia, our Virginia, and the teachers and the people from village also.
So nice. Well, I have to say that you were a great host, and my time there went by so fast. Being in eVillage was really eye-opening of all the opportunities that we have in rural tourism, all the opportunities that we have when we really appreciate, like you said, nature, what's natural. Yeah. I want to say to all my sponsors that are makeup companies that I believe in makeup, but I do understand what Ermina was trying to say. You know, beauty is number one in the eye of the beholder, and you are the most important beholder. You need to see yourself in all your glory. If you want to wear makeup, do it. If you don't want to, please, you don't need to, because we are all beautiful in our own way. But true power comes in making your own decisions based on what you want. And I think that we're just as pure with makeup on or without makeup. So I have to say that to my sponsors, and I have various sponsors that are makeup companies, I do believe in the power of makeup making you feel better and really just complimenting your beauty and who you are. But I capture what Ermina said. We cannot rely on superficial things to make us feel beautiful. It has to start from within. It has to start from that power that was given to you. And I learned in India by a 20-year-old named Tanu that women have the power. So we really don't need to be empowered. We need to be enlightened that we have power, that we are powerful, and that we can really accomplish anything that we want. Being a woman, being a man, whatever gender you decide that you are, you can actually be the power that was given to you.
Perfectly said, my dear Virginia. As we say, you were in India recently, and we spent a wonderful time in a village. Please tell us about your experience, about the pool construction you sponsorize, you support.
Thank you so much for that question, because I am dying to answer. First
Yeah,
and foremost, I
I
want to say that when you see an invitation from IIU, accept it. In April, we were invited, as I was face of Wuhan at the time, to go to India to the Education Summit and Awards. And that is happening again December 25th. So I have to tell you, if you have the opportunity to go to India and participate of this event, you should do it. In my case, it changed my life. It really, my purpose was already there. I was already working, but my purpose has evolved and has transformed into so much more thanks to my visit to India. And my first visit in April, I had a chance to listen to Mr. Pandit talk about what WEP could be, and that is World Education Policy. It was something that was going on in his head, and I have to say that I truly believed 100% that access to quality education is a right, just like food and freedom, and we know that a lot of those things don't happen, shelter. So just like that, education is not available to everyone. 244 million youngsters around the world don't have access to education. So when I heard him speak about WP, I said, I want to be part of that movement. I also want to make sure that every little girl and every woman has access to education. The truth is that the question is not only every little girl and woman, we're talking about everybody, because everything starts with education. So my first visit was really getting to know IIU and what it really entails. But then I also met the family of IIU, and I met the founder of IIU, and I saw there were other programs that are born from this. I went in July and I participated in BCAP, and BCAP is the biggest international knowledge exchange. And that was such a rewarding and remarkable experience, because I had a chance to share with people from all over the world of all different ages. We had young people from the age of 12 to probably the age of 70 or 80 participating in this incredible opportunity. Again, we had a great time really going together, really exchanging ideas, really talking about what's important. I was invited then at that point to be a partner in Piyush Group's social initiatives. And that was like the beginning of and the announcement of my partnership. And since then, we've grown so much. So now, when I went in October, I had an entire month to be in eVillage. And I have to tell you that eVillage is a transformative, it's not an event, it's a transformative idea. It's innovative idea. It's really taking the rural areas, the most remote areas of a country, and really making sure that everything is available there, but most importantly, that the villagers feel that we are respecting their life, that we are respecting how they live, that we are integrating their life into our own, that we are willing to learn a different language, different traditions, different customs, and maybe learn a word or two in another language. When I went to eVillage, I became enamored. I have to tell you that part of my heart is still there, because eVillage also has James International School. And if you have a chance to see a child's face when they are learning something new, you will be hooked and you will never stop contributing to education. The moment that a child understands something, the moment that we teach them something that really brightens up the way they saw the world, and I'm talking about young individuals from the age of 2 and 3, you will be hooked on that feeling every day, because it's the awe and the of learning something and realizing that we are sponges and that everything that we learn we can use in the future. So eVillage for me was a transformative experience. Being in the rural setting of eVillage in Alawawi, is that the name of the village? Was
Awamai. Alwamay.
What is it? What is it again? What was it?
Alwamay. Alwamay.
Alwama.
Yeah.
Um, is okay. I have to tell you that I am not very good at the names yet, but I'm getting there. Uh, was just so beautiful. And if you ever have a chance, and I am inviting you to participate in VCAP, and I'm also inviting you to participate in an internship at eVillage. You can do that now if you are a student looking to be a teacher, if you are an educator already, or if you really just want to have your life transformed. eVillage is a great place. We have internships for a month, for 3 months, for 6 months. So don't say no. I think my biggest thing today is say yes to the opportunities that come to you. I said yes, and my life was transformed.
Perfect. Perfect. Virginia, the students of and teachers of James International School were simply conquered by Virginia. Tell us about how do you feel with us, the Jamesians, about our system of education? I want to tell you that Virginia learned every name of the teachers. I appreciated so much these things of her, and she tried to learn also the names of the students, and they were so happy because Virginia tell them name. And now all the students also know how to say hola and gracias. They still tell me morning hola. And I say, no, bună ziua, but you can tell me also and hola.
Oh, they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yes.
Tell me the
Thank
best
you.
experience in class, because you also teach, you was in classrooms, and they learn about a lot of things from you, about your country, yes, about Puerto Rico, about America. You also uh, told them about business. Yes, you try to empower them. Tell us few words about this.
Sure. Well, I have to say that I fell in love with James International School, and you are doing a beautiful job. You and Ju, ma'am, she's like wonderful, and she's the vice principal. And Ermina, so you know, is the foreign affairs director, and she does an amazing job. And she also, they both interact with the students, and I think that that is key. When you have leadership interacting with the teachers and you have leadership interacting with the students, there's a different culture that is growing, right, in that school. If you don't know about James International School, I would say find out more. This is a revolutionary curriculum. That's the reason why they have such talented leadership. Obviously, it's also founded by Mr. Piyush Pandit, who had a vision. He had a vision, I think, that early on when he was very, very young, that he wanted every child to have access to quality education. So here at James International, I don't think it's a regular school. I think it's an innovative school. We're going back to really learning the way children should learn, being outside, having contact with nature, really having a teacher as a mentor, really sitting down, not always in a classroom setting, but being outside in the grass, being sitting down outside in the sand or in the, outside in the dirt, because that is where we walk. That is grounding us. We also have classrooms being in small little cells where there's a teacher and 5 students talking very close, because that's the way business people work. So if we're really creating the business people and the leaders of the future, we need to let them know that there are different ways to do things, that we don't all have to be separated. We talked about gender perspective. This is one of the classes that I really enjoyed the most, was really going to the classes and explaining that women have just as much right and power to do anything they want as men and boys. That doesn't mean that we don't value what we have innately to become mothers. It doesn't mean that we're not going to be nurturers. It doesn't mean that we're not going to be the people that care right in our communities, but it does mean that we have a brain that can be used to contribute to our communities and to our country. So it was really beautiful to have an opportunity to see these classes while I was talking about gender perspectives and having the boys, and I'm talking about the 8th grade boys. They were amazing. They were all great, but 8th grade was an amazing team of boys, and they were so attentive to what we were talking about, and they understood perfectly that their partners in class are smart, are vivacious, and that contribute also to the school. I really love James International School because they're looking at other curriculums. They're the first school part of World Education Policy. So this is the first school that we are looking at, that we are assessing, that we're really incorporating in our framework. And I have to say that I am so proud of the work that's being done there. And most importantly, I am so proud of the human and the global citizens that we are forming in that school. So what will come out of that are the future leaders of India. So I am very, very proud of the work that all the teachers do, and that the leadership does, and that the founder also has been able to transmit to all of you so you can do amazing work.
Wow, amazing answer. Amazing answer. Virginia, you are an international speaker on female economic empowerment and an advocate for women. Tell me, we discussed a lot about this in our long coffee time. Tell me, how do you see, what is the position of women in the traditional Indian village? Tell us about the action of the Women Council in Beauty Parlor under the leadership of the great Vandana Shukla. She is an example for the women entrepreneurs in the village.
Absolutely. Thank you for that question, because I brought with me great ideas given by these women. So I had a great opportunity to meet with WEC, in this event that they created with the women in the village. And we had women of different ages. And that was very important because we don't want to talk about just one woman. Also led by Dolly Shukla from Vandana Parlor. And this parlor is not just a beauty parlor. It is really an empowerment cell where women go in and they come out transformed. What did I see? With a lot of respect, I see women that really embrace their culture and their traditions, that really respect where they come from. And that, I think, is foremost. If we don't know who we are, it's very difficult for us to evolve as humans. So the women that I was able to meet were women that were very sure of their ties to the community. They were very sure of how they contribute to their communities. But one of the things that I liked the most was that they were very secure in what they can give back to their community. So when you give them a leader that is willing to work with them, and you have a thirsty group of people that have this thirst to learn, you will get great results. The fact that WEC is really working there in person and really creating these opportunities so that women can make, and we talked about this, money, money, money. And I have to say that making money is not a bad thing for women. It's not a dirty thing for women. And being ambitious and having dreams is not doing your part as a woman in a community. It is actually expanding your role. It is actually helping you grow more. And most importantly, it's going to help your community grow faster and prosper. So I had such a wonderful experience at Vandana Parlor with their leader, Dolly, and also with Ermina being the president of WEC, because I saw how we are there really helping the women, enlighten them. The power is within. The power is already there. All we're doing is lighting that match and letting that ignite so they can create good things for the community. And when I talk about money, 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 I always say that being in a good financial situation is really helping your community. So when we're thinking about using our talent to help our community, when we bring solutions and innovation to our community, we are not only creating money for us, we are actually creating money for everybody.
True, true. Very, very good. Very true, my dear Virginia. And was a great experience, was really a great experience. Can you tell us a few words about the leader Piyush Pandit, founder of International Internship University, IIU, and Swarna Bharat Parivar, VP, chairman of James International School?
Can you repeat the question? Can you repeat that question? I didn't hear you.
Yes. Let me see if I have, yes, I have my microphone open. I ask if you can tell us a few words about the leader, Mr. Piyush Pandit, founder of International Internship University, and Swarna Bharat Parivar, SBP, chairman of James International School. We all know that he is a visionary, a strongman, full of energy, optimistic, and open mind, a leader loved by all IIUans and Jamesians.
Well, like I said before, when I went in April, it was my first time ever going to India, number one, and number two, having the opportunity to really listen to Mr. Piyush Pandit talk about his vision of the world. And his vision of the world involves all of us. His vision of the world involves every remote rural area in the world, not only big cities, not only those that can, but every single person. And I was very much aligned with that idea because I am a female economic empowerment coach, and many of the issues that we face today is a lack of access to quality education. So when we bring a woman maybe to the boardroom, we need to make sure that she feels confident, that she knows what she needs to know in order to work with her counterpart men. So when I heard Mr. Piyush Pandit, which I have to say that before meeting him, I thought he was a much older person because of the wisdom that comes from that young person. He's a very vibrant and super intelligent man. So if you ever have a chance of listening to him speak, I would say do it because you will come out inspired. I think that his experiences in life have made him a very wise person at such a young age. And the fact that he was a successful entrepreneur so early also tells us that he was able to get rid of a lot of the fears that we all have as humans. He's a fearless individual. He jumps in. And one of the things that I like the most about Mr. Pandit is that when he has an idea, he continues thinking about it, he develops it, and he launches. And I think one of the most important things that an entrepreneur can do is the launch. Many times we want things to be perfect, and we spend so much time trying to be perfect that we don't ever launch. So we have a failure to launch. One of the most beautiful things that I think about when I think about Mr. Pandit is the fact that he launches. He's a founder that creates and executes. So if you ever have a chance to be mentored by him or listen to him or be part of his organization, there's so many ways that you can be part of this organization. And one of the things that I think I love the most is that everything comes from the heart. And that heart is this Swarna Bharat Parivar trust. Everything comes from a place of love and a place of kindness and generosity. So it's not really just about Piyush Group and the business. We're talking about this trust, and this trust is really making sure that every person has access to what we need in our life to thrive. So Swarna Bharat Parivar Trust, I wish we had it all over the world, and I know we will very soon if we leave it up to Mr. Pandit, is really the heart. It's where that heart beats for all the other things, the ramifications like eVillage, like IIU, like the James International School. And I know that James International has its own foundation, but it's also born from SVP, and that is really important.
Yes, yes. Virginia, tell me, what do you think is the worst problem faced by women around the world? What is the worst problem, the biggest problem?
we don't have freedom. I think that if we're not all free, then nobody is free. Women rights are human rights. You know, we're not asking for anything special. In many countries around the world, women are not. Women are not free to think the way they want to think. Women are not free to act the way they want to act. Women are not free to speak the way they want to speak. Women are not free to launch the way they want to launch. They are not free to study the way they want to study. I think that we need to start opening our eyes and realize that our traditions and our customs will never be lost.
Yeah.
Just because we allow a woman to be who she is. Our traditions and customs, religious, our faith, will never be lost if we embrace everything a woman should be. I say that the biggest brain drain in the world is not allowing women to contribute what's here. We allow them to contribute what's here, and heart is very important. We nurture, we love, we care. That's great. But we also need to allow women to contribute what is in their brain. Women are innovative. I mean, I talk about, you know, who started Wi-Fi? Who had the idea for Wi-Fi? And this is something that Mr. Piyush
Exactly. It's a woman.
It's a woman. The majority of the biggest discoveries in the world are equitable. Men and women the same, not only men. So we need to make sure that we allow our women to really expand their brain through education. That is why IIU is so important in the world that we live in today. IIU is access to quality education from 10,000 teachers. Well, 1,000 teachers, 10,000 e-learners, and we all learn from each other. But the truth is that we have teachers all over the world. And if you want to be a savvy business person, if you want to be a smart entrepreneur, if you want to be a good employee, a great employee, you need to become a global citizen and understand the world around you so you can bring that to whatever you're doing and become a better leader. We all lead in different ways. We don't all have to be the leader that we're thinking that stands in a podium. Leaders can be just one person talking to their children. A leader could be a sibling talking to their brothers and sisters. A leader can be a student talking to their partners and the other students. I have to say that I saw a 3-year-old conduct a class in James International School to 40 students. He was 3 years old. He was telling them numbers and he was talking about letters. I was so impressed about the power that that young boy had. And he commanded with his other fellow student and friends. They were quiet and they repeated every time that he said something, they repeated. I've never seen that ever with somebody that young. So kudos to James International School that is also developing leadership. But when we go back to women, I think that freedom, we are still all fighting so that all women can be free.
Yes, yes, true. And what I want to say, because you talk about JC, I want to say that we have really a great team. They welcome you. They welcome me so good, so great. They are like a sponge. They take all the information they want to develop, they acknowledge. I admire them. And they make me feel every day, and they make you feel every day amazing. I am sure about this. We know this. That's a serious question, my dear.
Okay.
Tell me, you have a tip, a secret related to beauty, cosmetics that could help women in the entire world?
Do I have an advice, you mean, or something for women?
An advice, yes, an advice. Yes.
I do. I think it goes tied to what you said earlier today. You need to be you. The most beautiful you is when you are yourself. That does not mean that you're not going to improve on yourself. And many times we forget that we are always evolving. As humans, we have the opportunity to learn. So if you can be a lifelong learner, you will grow and you will evolve and you will become the best version of who you are. I think this is not only for women, I think this is for everybody. We all need to realize that we need to become lifelong learners. We need to learn something new every single day. Every day that we learn something, we actually we map our brain and we receive things differently and we give things differently. So if you know, with education and learning more, it makes us more tolerable, it makes us respectful, it makes us just better human beings. And when we're becoming better human beings, we will no longer have war because we will understand that where we're at is where we're supposed to be. And the truth is that I would really want a world without borders because if we are all learning, we're all respecting, we all realizing that we need to help. We only have one planet. We only have one human race. And we only have one gender that is women that bring life into the world. And this is something that we need to remember. Only women can bring life into the world. If we're not caring and we're not respectful and we're not really helping her grow, we're not really helping her become her best version. And her best version is really populating a world that today is deciding that they don't want to have any more children because it is so difficult to be a woman that they prefer not to have children. So if we want our humanity to continue to grow, as women, we need to think that we're lifelong learners, but we also need to allow women to continue to learn. We need to allow them to have access to education. And like I said before, that is why IIU brings such an important piece to the world. And I have to say, I haven't seen it anywhere else. There are a lot of other digital platforms. There are a lot of other virtual education platforms. But the promise of IIU and the way that it works and the culture that it's creating is completely different. We're creating global citizens that are smart, that are savvy, and that have the skills needed to be in the 21st century, heading to the 22nd. So if you ever have a chance, join. If you have talent, if you're an educator, join us. This was not a call, a recruitment call, but I have to say I feel very strongly about the work and the vision that IIU.
Virginia, tell me please a funny memory from village.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh my God. Yes.
No. They were all great. They were all great. Okay, so you know that my first day in E-Village, my first day, I wore my long dress that I was really happy, was brand new, and we were walking towards the area where the swimming pool is going to be, and there was a big puddle, and remember I fell and I got mud on my dress, and I continued that way, and when I saw Mr. Piyush Pandit, he said, that means good luck, you know. So I remember it was the first time that you guys were seeing me, the first time that the boys were seeing me, the first time that the workers were seeing me, and I was full of mud. So I have to say the fact that they did not make fun of me and that they were concerned and worried, but that they were like, oh my God, that's nothing, don't worry. I think that was very nice and very sweet. And I was trying to wash my dress. That stain will stay there forever, but it's always going to remind me of E-Village. I had some
great memory,
wonderful experiences, but I was walking with Ermina. I wasn't looking at the floor. I was looking at the beauty of E-Village, and I didn't see the puddle, and that was my first time. And I
just know. It was so funny. Beautiful moments, and I wait you to make our walk and to listen. I love rock and roll and conga.
Yeah. You know that when the kids, I did a little video, I did a small video of the children saying hello, and that video has resonated with so many people around the world, and they tell me, oh my God, I love the kids, I love the school, I love the work they're doing. I just want to say that when you contribute to the education of a young child, and there's some incredible campaigns for James International School, donation campaigns for eVillage, you're really giving power, igniting the power that every human being has inside. And those little kids are receiving that right now. Let's make sure that every child has access to quality education. So please go to James International School or to eVillage on Facebook, and you will be able to really donate to make sure that a child is sponsored and can actually go to a wonderful international school, and that you would be able to change that child's life, but also his family.
Yes, a perfect message for all the people. We welcome you. We wait you in eVillage. We wait you in James International School. Here is a really, really heaven, a paradise. My dear Virginia, choose the option, green or pink?
I'm pink, 100%. I'm sorry, I am pink still.
Okay. Paris, Rome, or Venezia?
Paris. It's, yeah, I think I lived in
Okay.
Paris in another life.
I knew it. Coffee or tea?
Ooh, coffee. I love tea, but coffee has my heart.
Mountains or sea?
Mountain.
Mountains or sea or ocean?
Mountain. And I live by the sea, but mountains have my heart with all the nature. Mountain.
I love rock and roll or conga.
Oh my God, that's a difficult one. I love rock and roll.
Yes. We dance. I want to tell you that we dance here in Virginia. We dance in village.
We did. We did.
Great moments here. Unforgettable moments. My dear Virginia, in 2 words, when I'm happy, I do what?
I dance.
When I'm happy,
I dance.
When I'm sad, don't tell me that you cry. When I'm sad,
I don't cry. Unfortunately, when I'm sad, I eat or I read. I read.
Good. Chocolate?
Forever, yes.
Oh, whatever is in your face. Yes. I like mornings. I like the mornings.
I love sunrises and I love sunsets. They're beautiful.
Great.
My heart is still there. You know that I would always take pictures of the sunrise and the sunset.
Yes. Yes, we have 1,000 pictures. Thank you, my dear Virginia, for your precious presence today. In your life with IIU. You are truly a special person, a beautiful person, a natural beauty person, and a beautiful soul.
Thank you so much, Ermina. Being here with you almost feels like I'm there. I have to say that Ermina is a treasure. She is really the heart of village. I have to say that although she's Romanian, she has been able to embrace living in a country that is not hers, and really embrace the people. And I think that is felt, and they love her. So, Ermina, thank you for being such a wonderful host today, but also for being such a wonderful host when I was there. It was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And please give my love to everybody.
Because you are
everyone. I love them all.
They are live. They look at you live. They are all there. Thank you all for joining us today. God bless you all. I hope you feel good with us. Thank you, Sir Pushpani, for this great platform, your involvement and your support. Indeed, you show us every day that education has no borders, that we should be mentors for the young people of the next generation. Yes, it's true. Education unites us. The education is a bridge between people, between countries, between mentalities, between religions. no matter what, in which different corner of the world we are all drops of water. We come from the same sky. A beautiful woman is the woman aware that it's not the people, not the countries she has visited, not the jewelry or cars she owns, not the experience she has lived, and not even the things she have received or brought that define her character. Her character is given by the way she speaks, by the way she behaves, by the way she thinks, by the generosity of her heart, and by the kindness she shows to those around her, the fairness and the sincerity of her action, of the way she loves. My dear ladies, never forget that you are special, that you are unique under the sun, that there is no other being like you. Rejoice that you are a divine throughout your creation and your beauty is immortal. Stay tuned, we're coming soon. Dare to be yourself, choose to be yourself. And now, Virginia, I hope you will like a song for you. The singer is a friend, a good friend of mine, is the winner of Next Star, Romania. He is from India. He is doctor in Romania, and he has a beautiful. I am his fan. Thank you again. You are in my heart. You are in our heart. Waiting you. Thank you.
Love you. Thank you so much. I love all of you. Thank you for inviting me today. Namaste.
Bye.
There's a light, a certain kind of light that never shone on me. How I want my life to be live with you, to live with you. There's a way, everybody say, to do each and every little thing. What does it bring if I ain't got you? If I ain't got you, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, the way I love you. In my brain, I see your face again. I know my frame of mind. You ain't gotta be so blind, for I am blind, so blind. I'm a man. Can't you see what I am? I live and I breathe for you. But what good does it do if I ain't got you? If I ain't got you, you don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, the way I love you. You don't know what it's like. Baby, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, the way I love you.
I love that song. I didn't know that you were gonna, but I love that song. That's one of my favorite
Yeah.
songs.
Yes, it's adorable. I'm happy that you like. I'm happy. Thank you again, Virginia. We love rock and roll.
We
Keep
love rock and
listening
roll.
the song. Yes, and waiting you and thank you. You was amazing today. You are the best.
I loved it.
Thank you.
Bye. See you all
Bye.
soon. Thank you.
Bye.